In this adventure, we enter Utah to see Zion National Park.
Driving to Zion, driving to Zion.
As we got closer to Zion, we came across this fun little tourist shop. A lot of the buildings were done like the old-time West. The actual tourist shop was another building, but you could wander around these empty buildings, get some photo ops. They even had a petting zoo for kids. Now this place was all by its lonesome out on the highway, and yet look what they're willing to pay for some help. Right below the pay, they had this funny sign for people who didn't quite understand the plight of being short-handed. Being from the East Coast, Wendy and I saw something we'd never seen before.
Why don't our cows have horns?
To find out more about this mystery, watch our video, Wendy Discovers a Cowspiracy. We were starting to realize a stark difference in our travels between the Grand Canyon and Zion. At the Grand Canyon, you're always looking down at the wonderment. Here, you're always looking up at these majestic walls.
I like Utah.
For our first night, just outside of Zion, we decided to stay at a small inn called the Novel House. It was pretty cool. All the rooms were based on famous authors. We stayed at the Mark Twain room. We are just outside of Zion, haven't yet entered the national park. This is quite literally the backyard of the inn we are staying at.
We're working our way into Zion National Park. At least when we get to the visitor center, so we can kind of be ready to go tomorrow. We had reservations to camp in our tent, but the temperatures are really high. But this guy has just the right idea. He's right over the water, in the shade. He's in a tree, and our trail leads that way. That's where we're going.
Climbing that rock.
God, I hope not. Not today. It's 101 or 2. Look at how absolutely gorgeous that is with that magnificent blue sky. Oh, still on the Watchman's Trail. Actually, we barely started. Eric just pointed out there's a person up here on the top. I just came up that trail. Okay. Some of the trail down there. You know, I just turned 55. I'm not in shape. And it's hot.
All right, we've made it to Zion
Mount
National
Rushmore.
Park. Rushmore, Zion National Park.
Oh, I was close.
Check this out. And that's something. And that's not me moving. The mountains spin around you. That's the amazing thing. By the way, the sun is setting.
Thank God.
Yeah, By now, temperatures are starting to rise into the triple digits. It was so hot outside, we decided that instead of camping at Zion, we would go ahead and get a room at the lodge. It was a good decision. The next day, Wendy and I took a scenic drive on the outskirts of Zion. When we came back from our drive, we wanted to go listen to a ranger program. Now you know it's real hot when this happens.
It's 109 degrees here today in Zion National Park, and we're canceling ranger programs. So make sure you drink lots of water and find some shade, maybe go eat some ice cream.
There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
With that being said, we decided we'd go take a hike ourselves.
We're going to the Emerald Pools and we're coming back the Grotto Trail. That's our plan at this moment anyway. You have these beautiful mountains all the way around. They literally, you're just in this valley of beautiful mountains of rocks.
You can just make out the bridge. Actually, you can make it out pretty good. Right there that we came across to start the trail. So it's been actually a pretty steep incline. And look at that scenery. That is just amazing. And we're just continuing on up this trail. This is the... Who's that back there?
He caught me.
So now it's probably down to a much more tolerable 105. So we're gonna do this mile and a half walk. That is some view. Hello? Echo. Look at that view. All the way around. Blue sky, just striking blue. Stay behind the chain. Dangerous cliff edge. Slippery when wet. Stay on the trail. All right, we think we're at the edge of one of the Emerald Pools. Right over there, cliff edge. Oh, we're not gonna go over there. It is like a several hundred feet fall. So what are we wearing around our necks?
Frog togs.
What's that?
Frog togs.
Frog togs. So Wendy's gonna cool hers off. These things absorb like a ton of water without dripping. And they keep you nice and cool. Look.
I went hiking, or when I went skiing in Utah. Yeah.
Now you're going that way.
Looking, just looking.
That's where we just came from.
That's cool. Got that one
Wow.
tree in there between two rocks.
We are approaching the lower Emerald Pools. I'm gonna go to the viewpoint. Wow, I'll show you this in a second. It's really dry here. They're having the worst drought ever. Temperature today was 109 degrees. Tomorrow it's going up to 112. So all the water. Surprise though, there's a waterfall falling from up there. I don't know if you can see it.
This is from we're almost at the lower Emerald Pool. There's a little water falling off. We were up there a minute ago. There was a chain so you couldn't get too close to the edge, but you couldn't really see anything either. Bridge here. My stick is a hindrance right this minute. Hey. It's like we're in a little hole back here. I don't know if you can tell, but it just rounds right around. Rounds back that way. Here's another fall at the lower Emerald Pool. This one you have to walk through the splash zone.
Splash zone, that's funny. See the pool? See the waterfall. And look at those rocks.
We think we found the Grotto Trail. Or it could be one of those trails that are supposed to be closed. There are a couple of closed trails here. Because we kind of just found it in the middle. Thought it was a tunnel, but it's just a very close meeting of rocks.
Ultimately, we did make it over to the other side and proceeded with our hike and found the grotto. But along the way, we found these beautiful views of Zion National Park.
finished our trail and are heading back to the lodge. And you know, here the people are not bothering these deer at all.
These are trained deer, if you didn't know that. These are used for lawn maintenance.
Certainly not.
They just are so not bothered.
It has been it's becoming the end of a hot but beautiful day. We've been to the Kolob, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, reservoir as a side trip. About a 40-mile trek out and back. Just saw beautiful scenery. And we just did a, God knows how many miles hike was that, Wendy? 2? 3?
I think 3.
I know that doesn't seem like much, but it is, it was about 100 degrees starting out.
Well, and it climbs.
Yeah. And this is our view. It's right in front of our balcony. The sun is behind the mountains now. We've got some rocking chairs. So here's what we're having. You can see my sandwich there. Wendy's having a sandwich.
It's delicious.
Just enjoying
This
life.
is amazing.
We're taking the scenic drive that's going to take us through the tunnel and take us to the eastern side of Zion National Park.
We're about to go into the tunnel. And I don't know why my favorite ones are these white topped ones, but look how, it just looks like it's just sand. These up and down, sideways, different stripes in the rocks are interesting. There's some squashy ones over there. The lines are interesting. They go all kinds of ways. They're not quite the vertical and horizontal ones earlier, but still they have a little horizontals and some diagonals. But I still think they're quite cool. There goes Eric. Every stop he's looking for a place that he wants to go. This time he's thinking this chimney with the tree. That next part, not right here, but after he gets past here, it's pretty flat. If he rolls off, at least he'll roll right back to me. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in any closer, but he's right at the base of the chimney to the right-hand side. Now he's looking for a way up it. Go around it probably to see if he can find a way up. Holy cow, he made it. Look at that.
There is so much to see in Zion. In fact, we took a trip down the Narrows, and that will be in another video coming up. While we would have liked to have done as much as we could at Zion, triple-digit temperature kept us from doing all but some of the shortest hikes. In fact, on our last day there, our car thermometer registered a whopping 118 degrees. The mountains spin around you.